Good morning, friends. I hope you have had a good breakfast and we are all charged up for the day. Good morning to all my industry leaders, fellow printers, print gurus, machinery manufacturers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly an honor to stand before you today at the inauguration of this remarkable seminar organized by KMPA here in Kochi, Kerala, the God's own country. It's really a privilege. The All India Federation of Master Printers, which I represent today, congratulates KMPA for so magnificently organizing a series of such events in the last many years. And with every year, the bar gets raised even higher. Congratulate them for the lovely, great effort they are doing for the industry. Thank you. Our All India Federation was started in the year 1954 to further the interests, purpose and goals of the printing industry in the country and continues to do so. We are represented through 76 associations which are spread in all cities of the country, and the congregation thereof forms the All India Federation, which is the apex body of the printers in the country. Friends, today, as we stand at crossroads, the world around us is transforming at an unprecedented pace, and resultantly, there are many challenges and issues confronting our industry. While these issues are being addressed by the industry, and also we'll hear the experts today, our federation is trying to do its own bit. We all know printing and packaging have been the silent enablers of progress. Printing has played a pivotal role in furthering education, communications, commerce, and even culture across the world. Friend, let me just narrate a small incident as to how I got the pride in printing. You know, in my first term as the president in 1996, I had a task of organizing a machinery exhibition, the PMIX, along with a conference in the city of Bangalore. On landing there, we realized that there wasn't a suitable venue because the only venue proposed was a garden area where over the grass you were supposed to put in our machinery, and which was not possible. So I was fighting with my local people to find a suitable premises which would be concrete, which would be air conditioned, where we can house our latest machinery, because the purpose would get defeated otherwise. We soon came to know that the government of Karnataka had constructed a very beautiful building, which was probably for one of their projects, and was awaiting to be inaugurated by the Chief Minister. So hoping against hope, I managed to seek an audience and go to the Chief Minister. And young I was at that time and a little more enthusiastic. I overdid my presentation to him, and I started emphasizing to him that I come from an industry which empowers people in education. We empower reading and writing. We shape the personality of an individual. We are disseminating information in society. We are a vehicle of information, knowledge dissemination, and we build character of an individual and leading to the development of society fabric and culture. And I kept on, and probably seeing my enthusiasm, the Chief Minister said, well, hold on, I understand. Tell me, which are the dates when you require this facility? And as history said, we had that air-conditioned facility, and we did a very great exhibition at that particular venue. And that day, I really became a very proud printer, because I felt that the importance of my industry was such that the Chief Minister could change his mind and agree to what we wanted. That was the relevance and importance I felt I was able to convey to him. The evolution of printing is nothing short of extraordinary. I am not a print technocrat. I am a printer by practice. I joined my business when my father and uncle, who were running a letterpress, there was a division among them. And we were left with starting with a Chandler and Price machine and a flatbed cylinder, where the cylinder had also, not been of a proper, the form would just go low and the printing would start getting affected. In about 3-4 years, we migrated into getting our first small offset printing machine and dwelt upon our journey of becoming a book printer. I realized that even for a small job, we had to do a lot of interaction with our customers. So I wanted to become a bit of a publisher, want to go for bigger jobs where I don't have to interact that much with the customer. And I developed upon an organization where we started making diaries, calendars, and all kind of paper products, so that at least I could have a little more free time. So that was the first disruption. We closed our letterpress. We did not wait for being really disrupted. We slightly preempted it and latched on to the next level. In 1985, with the advent of Apple Macintosh, I was one of the first guys who was instrumental somewhat in trying to bring Apple to India, and I was the distributor for Northern India. And in the first year, I sold 429 systems of desktop publishing in Northern India. That, that gave me a lead into newer aspects. The industrial boom was coming. Public issues were coming in this country. And one of my units became one of the leaders in doing public issue printing. We would print share application forms, automatically number them, and work for the industry, till Harshad Mehta collapse happened and the industry vanished. By that time, internet had evolved. We used to dial to get the internet connection, and the digital onslaught started. It was time for another disruption of our industries. The so-called public issue business which I was doing and the lotteries which I was printing, they all became digital and online. And even we decided not to wait for dying under the threat, but we decided to latch on to the next level and go forward. Now we have come to an era where, digitization is all pervading. Social media and all kind of new technologies which we are learning are going to be the driving forces for our future. With every passing day, the velocity of change has become faster, and to remain relevant, we have to keep on reinventing our business time and again. At the Federation, we are trying to do our bit and taking some initiatives. Way back, we realized that acquiring machinery was very important. At that time, maybe about 50 years back, the Indian machinery manufacturing industry was in its infancy, and PMX, which is the exhibition for printing machinery, I am proud to say that my predecessors were the visionaries, and those exhibitions got started, and they are now, the next PMX is scheduled to happen in the month of January next year. We are all looking forward to it for the exhibition in Bombay, and realizing that a lot of our printers who are in second grade and smaller towns who do not get the options of going to international exhibitions or come to PMX, we have launched another exhibition called Bharat Print Expo, and the first edition is happening in Bangalore on the 24th, 25th, 26th of April, and I would like all of you to be there and see the new technologies being showcased over there. Friends, to be relevant, it is very important to be up to date of all the changes which are happening. So our Federation is doing a lot of seminars and conferences. And not only the Federation, each and every of our affiliate, as this association today, being one of our prominent members, is doing this lovely, great seminar of disseminating information knowledge to all our printers. At the Federation Governing Council meeting, which I have every 3 months in various parts of the country, I have started making a change. This used to be a 2 days meeting of our internal deliberations. I have cut it short to 1 day, and the second day is all dedicated to being a knowledge seminar or a summit or a conference or some kind of an activity where the printers who come there get a chance of looking for something new and carry something home. Friend, our industry is really facing a challenge of upskilling. We can buy the best of equipment, but unless we are able to have commensurate skilled workforce, we fail in our endeavor to really encash on the opportunity. So at the Federation, we have got a committee who is working with the academia, with the technical institutes, and with the industry, and the intent is to upskill and provide people who can really man the future technologies which we are all going to be imbibing. At the Federation, we have also embarked upon constructing a new building, the Printers Bhavan, in the outskirts of Delhi, which is a 30,000 square feet of area, which is planned to be the training and skill center, research and development center, demonstration center, center for incubation of ideas and startups, and this all is being done in partnership with the industry. Since we feel that it is not practically possible, India being such a big country, for all printers to congregate on seminars and conferences, we have embarked upon a digital session called the Masterclass on Printing, MCOP, which is a virtual session. And the first such session is going to happen next month, and the subject is going to be artificial intelligence and its relevance and adaptability in the printing industry. Coming to the theme of the conference of today, to build an organization that outlasts you, I would just like to share some thoughts as an average printer. You know, when we look into the past, we see that a lot of leading printers have at times closed down. Even from the organized sectors like the Tata Press closed down. We had the East India hotels, the Ora group of hotels closed down. And even very long family-run businesses in North India, Rakesh Press closed down, India Offset closed down. So when we look into it, what we really look is that, you know, the organizations were not built to outlast those managements, and probably the next generation did not have the same dream and passion which the earlier generation did have. And in the printing industry, I feel printing industry as such does not have a goodwill of its own company. The goodwill belongs to the management. The moment the management withdraws, the unit collapses. And unless there is a management with the same kind of passion, you don't see it growing the way it should be. You know, our industry is a very interesting industry. You know, our equipments incorporate the best of engineering, metallurgy, extensive use of chemistry, electronics, computerization, robotics, automation, new age technologies, and even after the convergence of all these technologies, we need to have an eye of a creative person to really succeed in the printing industry. It's very challenging, very rewarding, very fulfilling if you really enjoy doing it. Very often I hear from printers that as we grow and upscale our business, because of the, especially in the commercial and other allied businesses, the number of jobs becomes so great that we end up managing chaos. If you are doing hundreds and thousands of jobs, just imagine the amount of bill of materials, the requisites, the content, the customers you have to service. And unless there is a very scientific way of working in terms of having a system-based organization, which is not personality-driven and system-driven, I think it becomes very difficult to carry on and upscale that business, and the business starts, either stagnating or slowing down. Very often the passion could die with age with individuals, and we continually have to inspire the youngsters to take up this profession. We need to have the pride of our industry and work to change the perception to make our industry more glamorous and more sexy. there should be people who would love to come and participate in our industry. Majority of our industry is medium and small scale industry and family owned, and succession planning is again a very important aspect which needs to be looked into and planned to really succeed. In order to remain relevant and growing in this ever-changing business environment, we continually need to address many issues. Digitization, we can wait to be disrupted, or we can really take up the challenge and decide to ride the digital wave and convert it to our advantage. If we are able to upskill, we are able to take advantage of the equipment which we have. If we are able to adopt sustainability and follow environment-friendly practices, we again succeed, because that is the requirement of the society today. We have to keep on embracing automation, Industry 4.0 integration, so that we can enable efficiency in production and keep our cost low. In effect, we have to keep on evolving in line with our vision and in keeping with the fast-changing business environment. Besides all above, we always need to keep on attending seminars like the one which we have today, because even if we take back one small idea from such deliberations, it can be really instrumental in changing our businesses. We all know that the power of printing and packaging lies not only in the products we create, but in the connections we enable and the possibilities we inspire. KMPA has lined up a battery of experts today who shall be systematically and scientifically walking us through the aspects which will guide us in working towards making our business and organizations outlast us. Let me not take more time and kickstart these expert deliberations today. Thank you very much for bearing with me. Thank you very much. Thank you.